Hey YouTube, well, we're back on Mighty Mouse today, and this is kind of like uh, car archaeology, because I'm finding out all kinds of neat stuff about Mighty Mouse and things that are in this. Because when I bought the truck, the guy just said, "Well, it's a 302," and he really didn't give me a whole lot of specs on the motor or the build or anything like that. So, working on it and trying to figure out what parts of which, I'm finding out a few things. So, like the block, it is not a roller block, it is a 80s block, or 80 to 84. Now, I pulled the exhaust off it today so I could redo the exhaust gaskets to quiet it down. And I was like, well, if I'm pulling those off, I'll go ahead and change spark plugs, make it easy while I have the headers off, and then I can put the headers back on, and I can deal with trying to change plugs later, getting the right plug wrench or whatever I need. So, but anyway, for the quick and dirty, while the headers are off, just go ahead and change them. So I bought some spark plugs, go to put them in, and they fall into the head because they are the wrong size. So I'll show you what came out of it. Got all my tools laid out to you. That's how you work on a car with a truck in front of you. But anyway, here's spark plugs, and they don't look horrible. They got a little oil on them. The valve covers are leaking. So, but this is the larger plug, which I was talking to Barrow's Garage, and he was saying, whoa, well, if it's an older one, then it's definitely like a late 60s, early 70s head. Because at first I was thinking, well, maybe, like a lot of people do, they'll put GT40 heads from the Explorers on these 302s because they flow real good to make power. So anyway, I'm like, well, I'll pull the valve cover off to see if I can find a casting number on this. And I find some gold. I'm not sure what brand they are because I don't see a brand marking on them. But they are 302 roller tip rockers, 1:6 ratio. And everything looks pretty good. You can see, I cleaned that off so I could kind of see. I thought that was the casting number down there. If I can get that in frame. Hold on. If I can get that in frame where you can see it. But it says 1C17, which that evidently doesn't matter to a hell bit of nothing. But yeah. So maybe, just maybe, this thing's gonna run pretty hard, and from what Barrows was saying, these are probably closed chamber heads. So compression's probably up pretty good on it. So I wouldn't know what unless I pulled them off and did the CC and measured the pistons and everything. But I did notice one thing when I was checking top dead center. Where's my screwdriver at? There it is. Okay. Let me show y'all something about it. Okay, now the motor, I put a pointer on it, and I got it dialed around. Okay, so this is number 1 on a Ford, which is passenger side front. Whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4. But let's not get into how Ford numbered their cylinders because it's not right. But anyway, when you slide the screwdriver in, it actually wants to go up. It doesn't go flat in there or even at an angle. It wants to go actually up. So it's almost like it's got a dome piston in it. So this thing's definitely got some compression with it. But yeah, that's all. It's just a quick update on what I'm doing with Mighty Mouse today. Hopefully the plugs will be in. They said 4:30. and I can go get them, put the plugs in, put that on tomorrow. The new distributor and MSD box will be here, so I can get those on, and then hopefully tomorrow I can fire the truck up and it'll sound better and it'll run better, and I start tuning it now that I can figure out the timing on it. And I'll try and get the carburetor set up better. But until I get everything else going, you know, make sure I get good spark and good timing, I can't really do the carburetor because it's pointless. Because you're chasing your tail at that point. You're masking other problems. So once I get all the other problems done, maybe I can tune that carburetor in a little better. Cross your fingers. If not, I'm buying a new carburetor. Or I might just take the one off of red, since red won't be running for a while. It's a 750, but I can detune it for this. And get this running right. That way I can drive it for a little while until I can get my Jeep back from somebody borrowing it. But that's neither here nor there. But anyway, guys, that's where I'm at today. Y'all have a good one.